All right, so this is going to be my second trade breakdown. This breakdown is going to be over a trade that I placed this morning. Actually, it was a trade on gold. So as you can see, overall on the daily time frame, it's a bullish sentiment pressure. If you ask anyone, hey, does gold look like it's going up or down? Anyone would say it looked like gold is going. So I'm looking at the most recent candles, which is going to be the candles right here. So I'm going to zoom in. So yeah, we're right here. I'm gonna go to the 4 hour. Zoom out. Same with the 4 hour overall bullish sentiment. Um, at a liquidity grab right here. High, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. I didn't mean to say liquidity grab, but price that broke. Price that broke. Typically, when it breaks, you look for a price to potentially, close back above, and you can look for buys. But in this scenario, it closed or it kept dropping, pulled back, and made a new lower low. So right now, technically, in this little area right here, I would say, okay, we're bearish on gold. But uh, that, this zone right here, excuse me, this is higher low on the daily. So with this being the higher low on the daily, price made a low, lower high. It failed to make a new lower low, and now we're going back up to the upside. So the daily is stronger. Daily zones are going to be stronger than 4 hour zones. 4 hour zones will be stronger than 1 hour zones, et cetera, et cetera. All right, again, this is a daily zone right here. Price failed to make a new lower low. So since price failed to make a new lower low, we are bullish again. Low, lower high, lower low, lower high, failed. It failed, high, higher low, made a new higher high. So here, low, lower high, failed, high, higher low, higher high. Right here, this is what I would call more of a liquidity grab. Um, this is, I don't know, like candles do look like a little bit weird. I don't like necessarily counting candles like these right here, just one individual candle, like one opposite candle by itself. Rather see more like a something like this in the sense of, it might be a red candle, blue candle, red candle, or it could be like multiple red candles before it makes a new higher high. Me personally, something like this, or two consecutive pullback candles or more before price makes a new higher high. So I said, boom. Okay, so low, excuse me, low, lower high, failed, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This right here, I will call a liquidity grab because what I mean by a liquidity grab is where when we were over here, price broke and pulled back and made a new lower low. If price doesn't break, come back and retest and make a new lower low if it's bearish, or uh come above, retest and make a new higher high. If price don't do that, the overall direction is still the same. And I'm gonna give two examples on what I mean by that. Let's say price is bullish and we're about to turn bearish. If price is, make a high, higher low, higher high, go ahead. Oh, did not mean to do that. Mark this here. I'm gonna get where am I at? Do do do. I'm gonna get this right here. I'm gonna mark it. So I'll say high, higher low, higher high. If price does this, this will be it. key indicator that we're changing direction. It'll be low, retest, new lower low. Setup does not happen. You're bullish and you don't see a break, retest of the zone, and new lower low, you're still bullish. Same thing for bearish. I'm gonna do low or high or low. Close that. Get this right here. Price doesn't do this. Boom, boom, boom. Price doesn't do this. Technically, you are still bearish. Here's the bullish example and how you're still bullish until price wants to break beneath the zone, retest, and make a new low. And here's another example on you're technically still bearish unless price closes above, retest, and makes a new high. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna delete these right here. I just wanted to break that down for y'all real quick so you see the difference. Uh, so give me 1 second while I delete these. Here, this here. Uh, so again, this right here would be a liquidity grab. We're still bullish. This was high, made a new higher high. So we're bullish on the daily, and we're bullish on the 4 hour. The most recent higher low 4 hour would be right here. Daily high, higher low, 4 hourly higher low. Now we're gonna go to the 1 hour. Here's where I got my entry on. Uh, Same thing. Overall bullish sentiment. Uh, got a higher low right here. High, new higher high. So my 1 hourly higher low will be right here. Hourly higher low will be right here. But when I woke up this morning, this is where price was. This is what I was looking at. The daily was bullish. The 4 hour was bullish. 1 hour is obviously bullish as well. Now, as you can see, my stop loss got hit. And a big indicator as to why I feel my stop loss got hit is because here's where we are at currently. So all in all, gold is at a higher high. Now, whichever time frame is like your main time frame, and this is like a small mistake that I made. Not a big mistake, it's just something very small, very minute. But whichever time frame is your main time frame, whether it's a daily, the 4 hour, etc. Um, you need some candles or pullback. Some people may just like one. Some people may like, multiple. It depends on the individual. But in this instance, I like to start my top-down analysis a daily. Like daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. I don't really like to go no lower than the 1 hour. I like to get my entries off the 1 hour. Some people their they may like to get their entries on, the 30 minute, the 15 minute, 5 minute, maybe even the 1 minute. Me personally, I'm not a fan of getting my entries on the 1 minute, the 5 minute. I used to try to go about the 15 minute, but I don't think I just found much success with it. I'm not gonna say it doesn't work. I've placed trades on the 15 minute where I've won, but I I'm learning now that like my best entry time frame for me personally is 1 hour. But as you can see on the daily, it's just now starting to form a candle of pullback. So I noticed that this morning, but I didn't really pay it too much attention because there's been times in the past where the daily has been like at a higher high, and price just used to keep on, pushing up. So I'm like, I could, like, if I do end up losing, this could potentially be the reason why. But other than that, I went to the 4 hour. The 4 hour, I had two candles of pullback, seeing everything that like I needed to see. I went to the 1 hour. Uh, this was 9 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Central. I got my entry right here, like right when 8 o'clock this morning had hit, and it was looking promising. And then, I kind of got into a little bit of drawdown, got back in profit, drawdown, back in profit. And then I was in some drawdown and it was kind of playing and ended up my stop loss getting hit. I didn't risk too much. I only risked about 1% uh on this trade. In regards to my YouTube channel, because I will be posting this on YouTube in regards to me talking about the trade that I placed and everything. I also purchased a prop firm account, 100K, one step, on Clarity Traders. So whenever you hear me speaking about a trade and I placed this, I did this, this is all because I purchased a prop firm account. I also have a video about prop firms as well. You can check that out too. But yeah, other than that, I used proper risk and the trade didn't go in in my favor. Honestly, it's okay. You live to trade another day. A big reason as to why I do think this trade did not go in my favor is for the simple fact that the dailies are like a higher high and it's forming a pullback candle, and it will probably be more like to my better sentiment to maybe at least should have waited for a daily candle of pullback. And some people may hear that and be like, bro, like daily candle, like each candle represents an entire day. You might have to wait a while, this, and that. That's okay. You know, to me, less is more and patience pays. And again, that's a small loss on my new thing that ended up me not winning the trade. It is what it is. And I'm gonna come back. And when I place my next trade, I'm gonna do what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna document it. I'm gonna record, and I'm gonna let you guys know when I win and when I lose. I'm going to. I'm doing this in the beginning process where you know I bought a prop firm and I got to hit a certain target in order to get funded. And then when I get funded, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna document my wins and my losses when I get funded as well. Not funded right now, but I'm just saying when I get funded because I'm speaking this into existence. So I just hope y'all are patient with me and just on on the journey. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. Um, if you made it all the way, I appreciate you getting to the end with me. Other than that, uh, stay blessed and control what you can control, and let God control what you can't.